for the PHL New News Report for this Monday afternoon, January 12th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. I got new news headlines here, and our top story here at 12 noon here is... Amity Co-op, who unfortunately said carried the stagnant kosher market in Paris last week was in a U.S. terror database. In Washington, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry defended the Obama administration against criticism for not having a high-level official attend a unity march in Paris that he will head to France on Thursday. In Bangkok, the flight data recorder of Air Asia Flight 8501 had been retrieved from the Java Sea. Authorities said the cockpit voice recorder from the passenger jet that crashed in December 20 has also been located. UK nurse Caroline Kafke is no longer critically ill with Ebola, London's Royal Free Hospital says in a statement. The hospital said she was showing signs of improvement. In Washington, he hardly ever calls. When he does, it's all business, and that's President Obama's vibe with the top Democrats on Capitol Hill. These are fast times at Ford Motor Company as the automaker used the 2015 Straight Auto Show to announce 3 disparate new vehicles that are all housed under a new speed-oriented sub-brand called Ford Performance. In Fort Lauderdale, students and faculty at Lynn University in Boca Raton are marking the 5th anniversary of a devastating earthquake in Haiti. Boko Haram massacre hasn't said Amnesty International in Lagos, and Nigerian Archbishop called Monday for the same international support to tackle Boko Haram as France has received since was hit by an Islamic attack last week. Interpol has issued an arrest warrant for Viktor Yanukovych, the former Ukrainian president who was assassinated in the revolution last February. Peshawar, Pakistan, most of students bravely returned to a military-run school in Pakistan Monday for the first time since Taliban terrorists massacred 153 people. U.S. officials say Cuba has completed the release of 53 political prisoners agreed to a part of a last month's historic deal between the two countries. The nation's largest police force is on high alert after ISIS re-released a propaganda video urging the murder of intelligence officers, police officers, soldiers, and civilians in the U.S. Norfolk, Virginia, with the fraternity at the center of a controversial Rolling Stone article discovering a culture of sexual violence at the University of Virginia has been reinstated after city police cannot confirm an allegation that rape occurred. In Somerville, Ohio, charges against a school superintendent against misleading authorities in investigation of a rape of a girl by 2 high school football players have been dismissed following his resignation. In Houston, drivers paid an average of $2.20.21 a gallon for regular gasoline in U.S. pumps last week, the lowest level this time of the year since 2009, according to the Lundberg survey. Prices dropped 26.92 cents in the 3-week period to January 9th. In London, oil renewed its deadline on Monday for its decline, dropping nearly 5% to below $40 a barrel as Goldman Sachs slashed its short-term price forecast and Gulf producers showed no signs of curbing output. In New York, U.S. stocks lost ground on Monday, extended a 2-week decline for equities as weakness in oil prices weighing on the energy sector ahead of its start of a corporate earnings season. In Zurich, Los Angeles, Brooke Children will acquire a majority stake in molecular genomic analysis foundation. Medicine has said on Monday, signaling its determination to expand in cancer immunotherapy by paying a hefty fine. At least that's what the Saudi Prince Alawid believes about oil, which plunged below $46 a barrel on Monday for the first time since March 2009. Samsung is coming out with a new phablet that will incorporate a metal frame and comes at a competitive price point according to the Korean electronics maker. Last week, CES had a number of car-related announcements, but Chevrolet waited until this week's North American International Auto Show to show up its latest electric vehicle innovations. Sunday night's Golden Globes marked the beginning of the end of a long sprint for the victory for Boyhood and the triumph return for Michael Keating. When added human scientists roaming the surface of Mars, it's devilishly difficult to find out whether there's a life on the red planet. Cape Canaveral, Florida. SpaceX's Dragon cargo craft safely reached the International Space Station on Monday, completed a 2-day journey from the Cape Canaveral. In Dallas, with the latest update from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention showing influenza near epidemic proportions in 43 states, consider a substrate of a incorporated a surgeon dose to protect against flu-related illnesses. A new study finds that an optimistic outlook on life might be good for your heart, and not in a metaphorical, warm and fuzzy kind of way. Development and bringing to market effective Ebola vaccines requires extreme measures that unprecedented international cooperation global health experts said on Monday. Night shift work significantly increases the risk of diabetes in black women, according to a new study. Alright, take a look at stock market report here at 12:05. Dow Jones 17,671.73, down 65.64. S&P 523, 2.91, down 11.90. Nasdaq 4675.61, down 20.46. European markets, DAX 981.90, up 133.40. FTSE 6501.42, up 28 cents. CAC 4042.20.24, up 49.17 cents. Asia market 17,197.73, up 30.63. Shanghai 3231.06, down 54.35. HSI 2426.46, up 106.51. Oil markets 46.34, down $1.97. Brent 47.57, down $2.54. Natural gas 2.824, down 122,000 points. In the gold market, 1226.60, up 10.5. Silver 16.475, up 56,000 points, and copper 2.719, down 355,000 points. In the bonds, US 10 unit 1.9362%, down 33,000 points. German 10 unit 0.48%, down 1,000 points, and Japanese 10 unit 0.28%, up 3,000 points. FX, European US dollar 1.1825, down 14,000 points. US dollar Japanese yen 118.37, down 13 cents, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5161, up 3,000 points. Okay, let's take a look at our New England incident alerts here at 12:06. Okay, let's move it on to the sports here. In Denver, this is why you take from Peyton Manning on Sunday, not just for the game, but from his post-game press conference, not just to play ball. Manning baby is painted out for good. And the Green Bay Packers MVP candidate, Aaron Rodgers, is extreme limited mobility with the Cowboys. Not that stopped him from completing 224 for 35 passes for 360 yards and 3 touchdowns there. And tonight, the Boston Celtics meet the TD Garden. Take on the New Orleans Pelicans. Game time 7:30 p.m. Peter Chell News Time 12:07. Down now for a travel report. Both 7 hours byways of New England. It's noontime hour here, and you got 2 accidents here. 1 accident on 495 in April. But that's all cleared up. Otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here. Peter Chell News Time 12:07. Taking a look at the weather situation here on this Monday afternoon. Here are percolations here in North Massachusetts here at 12:07 here. It is 37 degrees with light rain. Humidity 82%. Wind speed southwest about 6 miles per hour. Barometer 3.24 inches. Super about 32 degrees. Wind chill 32 degrees and a visibility of 9 miles an hour here. Take a look at our current conditions around the region here. It's 37 in Boston and Beverly and Norwood, 35 in Fitchburg and Bedford, 36 in Gloucester, 35 in April, 32 in Worcester, 33 in Sturbridge and Webster, 36 in Milford, 37 in Norwood, 39 in Taunton, 40 in New Bedford, 41 in Plymouth, 43 in Falmouth, 39 in Chatham and Provincetown and Cape Cod Bay, 44 in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, it's 39 in Block Island, 35 in Westlake, 36 in Smithfield, it's 35 in New York City and Nislip, 30 in Montauk, 37 in Long Island, it's 35 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 33 in Denbury, 33 in Meriden, 32 in Waterbury, pair 34 is in Hartford and Windsor, it's 33 in Springfield, 31 in Amherst, 32 in Greenfield, 31 in Athol, 29 in North Adams and Pittsfield, 31 in Albany, New York, it's 31 in Saratoga Springs, 32 in Bayton, 30 in Barbara, Vermont, 30 in Keene, New Hampshire, 30 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, now 29 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 30 in Rutland, Vermont, 27 in Claremont, New Hampshire, 23 in Laconia, New Hampshire, 26 in Concord, New Hampshire, 33 in Manchester and Nashville, New Hampshire, 35 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 29 up in Portland, Maine. Here. Alright, let's take a look at our maps. Situation around the country shows a cold front stretching from western Alberta, stretching down for Rockies, and stretching down for central Texas, down for Louisiana, merging with a stationary front from northwestern Alabama, stretching down for Tennessee, and Kentucky down for western Virginia. Is here another cold front from eastern. It's now a stationary front from Alberta, stretching it down for western Colorado, merging with a cold front from Colorado, stretching it down for New Mexico, stretching it down for Texas, and down for Louisiana with a stationary front from northern Alabama, stretching down for eastern Tennessee, Kentucky, down for West Virginia, another stationary front from the Gulf of Mexico down for north central Florida, and up the Atlantic seaboard off the New Jersey coastline here. Got a cold front from Missouri, stretching down from southern Illinois, Indiana, down for northern Ohio, and stretching to western New York, and up in the eastern Quebec, and stationary front down for Quebec. Here. A pair of low pressure to northwestern Alabama and eastern Tennessee and off the southern Carolina coastline, and another low pressure off the southwestern California, western Arizona, and central Nevada with a front from northeastern California and down for Nevada and northwestern portions of Arizona. While we got high pressure in eastern North Dakota here. 32 degrees at Touchdown in Detroit, 35 in Pittsburgh, 36 in Washington, D.C., 42 in Atlanta, Georgia, 78 in Miami, Florida. It's 51 in Brownsville, Texas, 41 in Dallas, Texas. It's 18 in Kansas City, 19 in Chicago, 11 in Omaha, Nebraska. It's 30 below in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 8 above in Great Falls, Montana, 43 in Seattle, 49 in San Francisco, 54 in Los Angeles. It's 47 in Las Vegas, 57 in Phoenix, 34 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 22 in Denver, and 38 out in Salt Lake City, Utah. Here. Alright, let's take a look at our radar situation around the country here, around the region here, and it shows raining right now from much it's raining for much of eastern Massachusetts and all Rhode Island and Cape New Islands here, and on much of Connecticut and up in the southern Hampshire, while we're seeing some traces of sleet around west to Worcester and went up to North in Worcester County and up to Route 2 quarter from Leominster down for Greenfield and 91 from Greenfield down for Amherst and stretch to the down for southwestern directions around Great Barrington and stretch around Cairo, New York here. And we've seen some sleeting around western New Milford, otherwise a lot of rain around Connecticut and raining from the Mass Park from Boston down for Springfield here. And we're seeing a little batch of the rain showers near Albany, otherwise. Zoom you out here, and it's snowing for much of northern New England, upstate and central western New York, and then up into eastern Ontario, down for eastern Quebec, and down for New Brunswick, and down for eastern Nova Scotia. Rain and sleet around central and west central portions of Nova Scotia, and some snow showers on western and southeastern portions of Newfoundland here. And we'll zoom you out, and it shows snow around western Pennsylvania, down for northeastern portions of Ohio and eastern Ontario, and the northern and central western portions of Michigan, down for central and northeastern portions of UP and Michigan here. And we'll zoom you out, and it's raining from Boston all the way down to the southeastern Georgia coastline and covering much of Florida here. Wow, that's lots of showers and thunderstorms here. As we'll zoom you out, and it shows lines of heavy showers and thunderstorms from McAllen, Florida, stretching it down for the Gulf states here. And it is all going to be moving all sorts of directions around western Florida, so expect it to be a stormy afternoon and tap around Florida, like a little rain and tap here in New England there. And it's raining down for southern Ohio, western Virginia, stretching in central Kentucky, down for central and eastern Tennessee, down for north central Georgia, then down for northern Alabama here. And we're seeing some snow showers in southwestern Nebraska, down for western Kansas, western Oklahoma, down for Texas, and into eastern Colorado here, and some snow showers in western Nebraska, and spotty snow showers around central Wyoming here, and some rain showers around central Utah, while seeing some snow showers in northwestern portions of Utah, down for south central portions of Idaho, some snow showers in north central portion of Nevada here, and rain, sleet, and snow showers around New Mexico, and raining around central and southeastern portions of Arizona here, and we're seeing some rain showers in north central California, down for southwestern portions of Oregon, and run I-5 between Salem and Eugene here. We're seeing some rain showers at the southeastern coast of Alaska here. Take a look at around Salt Lake City. It is raining around the greater Salt Lake City with some snow around Summit Park and the Park City around Pecca, and snow around east of Toole and around Harriman here. So it is going to be a wet one in tap in Salt Lake City, Utah here. As we're going to take a look at a satellite loop here, and it shows line of clouds coming to much of eastern seaboard and coming to much of Atlantic Canada. And now on the eastern Great Lakes, down to central Kentucky, Tennessee, and now in northern Alabama, and now in northeastern Mississippi, and a patch of clouds around the Great Lakes, around the Dakotas, and line of clouds coming to much of Texas and western Oklahoma and Kansas, down for western Nebraska, coming to much of Arizona, New Mexico, Four Corner region, Wyoming, southern Idaho, and down for Nevada and northern California, and up in the western Oregon, and not to see here. Patch of clouds around British Columbia here. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the country here. Snow and ice will spread across the northeast and northern United States on Monday. Moderate to heavy snow expected with a storm strength over the four corner states. And widespread precipitation will continue to develop on the eastern third of the nation on Monday as ahead of a cold front present southeastward of the Midwestern surface will traveling from the lower Mississippi Valley to the southeast. Warm Gulf of Mexico area getting pulled northward over a modified Arctic air mass will result in excess of freezing rain. Extending from the central Appalachians to the southern New England as north of the ice conditions should remain cold enough to support a swath of mostly light snow accumulations and precipitation will stay all rain farther south, but the heaviest rain expected over the southern Appalachians and Midland coast at the northern portion of the cold front, and precipitation should push offshore by early Tuesday. However, the southern portion of the boundary will be sluggish to clear the southeast coast, leading to scattered showers across the southeast and southern Midland states on Tuesday. Beyond the front, a fresh surge of Arctic air have already plunged into the north-south United States will spread east of the Appalachians, and light rain on higher elevation snow will be possible with energy down in the southeast where the Pacific and Northwest early Monday. As the energy provides Monday night to Tuesday, a development in surface low and orographic effects should help produce the moderate to heavy snows along the favored terrains of the four corner states. Here? Alright, let's take a look at the forecast discussion around the region here. A wintry mix of precipitation across our interior today will precede an Arctic front tonight. Arctic high pressure builds across southern Canada Tuesday, then lingers near our region into this weekend. Here, a period of snow, sleet, and freezing rain in the interior. Low to moderate impact weather event in parts of northwest of Interstate 84 long and north of the Mass Pike in northwest and 495. In northeast Massachusetts, greatest impact across northwest Massachusetts, Franklin, and Hampshire counties and northern Westchester County, where temperatures are in the mid-upper 20s. Elsewhere, especially southeast of Interstate 84 Connecticut and Rhode Island and south of the Massachusetts, temperatures in the mid-upper 30s, low 40s along the south coast. There's not much as any impact with just rainfall. Prefrontal precipitation continues to overspread the region from southwest to northeast, and calm continues to warm across the region as frontal wave does not develop south of New England until later this afternoon evening here. An additional frontal wave will be weak, and leftover cold air mass will not be maintained, so despite subfreeze and dew points, deeper well-established southwest blow will continue to erode leftover cold air mass and warm all layers, and precipitation slowly transitional rain across Connecticut, Rhode Island, at least northward to the Mass Pike and the Interstate 495 quarter of interior. Northeast Massachusetts, etc. may be over the northwest Massachusetts, where calm may be remain cold enough to support snow along with subfreezing temperatures and additional snowfall accumulations. Previous forecast captures this. We also know major changes to the forecast or headlines. Precipitation intensity has increased this afternoon across Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts as deep moisture plume of +2 STD parts over spread the area. Therefore, continue apart. We had a moderate parasitic rain at times impact the late day evening commute over Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Then 21Z, frontal boundary. South of the region along with a weak wave development over the front south of New England. This will result in a calm cooling at all levels of precipitation transition back to snow and sleet before ending the night hour, as typically the case where these events will be a race between the departed moisture and cold air evacuation from the north and the west. Latest model guidance include the 12Zs. Then suggests just a quick period of snow and sleet this evening from northwest to southeast, and high resolution guidance suggests temperatures remain above freezing in the Boston and Providence quarter even after that changeover. Thus, main roads will be likely to remain wet, hence low impact, especially changeover should occur after 7 o'clock in the evening time at 7 p.m. Here. And raining for the entire it's going to rain for the entire afternoon and evening, and a few snow and sleet showers in the Boston area by around 8 p.m. and also in central Massachusetts, and changing into snow in the southeast Massachusetts Island between 8 p.m. and midnight. Throughout the region, and light snow will be lingering in the overnight hours and move out to the here by tomorrow morning in time for the morning commute. And the Cape and Islands could get a few leftover snow flurries. And I'm expecting today's highs will be around the 30s for the Metro region, with a few spots reaching the low 40s from the southeastern Massachusetts and Cape and Islands and southern Rhode Island and coastal Connecticut and around New York City here. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. This afternoon, rain, high near 39 degrees. West, wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 100%. New precipitation amounts between a 10 and 1/4 inch possible. For that, rain showers, snow showers asleep before 1 a.m. and a slight chance of snow showers between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Low about 18 degrees with a north wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 9%. The low dose 3 sleet accumulation expected. For Tuesday, Pakistan and Podcast sky about 26, low about 11 degrees. Winds north about 3 to 8 miles per hour. For Wednesday, Pakistan and mostly cloudy sky about 28, low about 17 degrees. North wind about 3 to 6 miles per hour. For Thursday, mostly sunny and Podcast sky about 33, low about 19 degrees. For Friday, sunny and mostly cloudy sky about 35, low about 17 degrees. For Saturday, sunny and Podcast sky about 33, low about 25 degrees. And for Sunday, Pakistan sky about 43 degrees. Here's weather phrase on the afternoon. A rainy day in town. P.O.S. have a good afternoon with a good positive tune. I'll see you for a 5 o'clock report. Have a good day.